What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're hopping into the 10th episode of the 4th season of Smallville Scare. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know here in New York it is absolutely gorgeous outside. It's been like 70 and sunny. So I was actually out in Jersey City at least all day Saturday, and we got to do another like obstacle course race, which is awesome. That is my second race in 3 weeks, but it's just, you know, second race in a year and a half. So it's really fun to kind of see, you know, the city come back to life, Jersey come back to life, and just things are starting to feel like it's back to normal, thank God. And now it's getting warm out, it's getting sunny, and so like I'm actually pretty burned right now. So I guess it's kind of again, it's very bright outside right now. So you probably can't see all the redness in my face right now, but I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. So we're hopping into the next episode of Smallville. Last time we had Robin Schabotsky herself on the show, kind of be the crazy ex to Lex. Did not mean for that to rhyme, but happy accident. And you know, she was basically like a jaded ex-lover and was wanting to get back at Lex, and the whole thing was like, who can Clark trust? Can Clark trust Lionel, who had always been evil but is said that he's trying to help and turn the page, or can he trust Lex, who's been his friend but has definitely shown that he cannot be trusted in the past? So it's like that weird, so it's a cool struggle to see Clark try and go through. So we are about to see what is about to happen in this next episode of Scare. So without further, come back. If you want to see my full reaction to this episode or any of my other episodes, head on over to my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Or you can hang out right here on YouTube. That is perfectly fine. Just be sure to take 30 seconds to like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, here we go. We are hopping into the 10th episode of the 4th season of Smallville Scare. Let's go. Oh, as you can see, my new headphones came in.
I'm starting to wonder if there's another reason I came to Smallville besides me.
So it's looking like.
Don't worry, Lana. I'd never let anything happen to you.
I know.
Is this like a dream or something? Because they don't seem like themselves right now.
One thing very clear. I never should have given up on it.
Yeah, this is like a dream or a nightmare or alternate universe or something. Oh!
I knew I couldn't trust you, Clark.
Jason, no!
What is happening right now?
Jason!
Clark can't protect you from me. Nobody can.
Oh! Oh my God, Lana! Oh! It's his dream? I guess it was his dream?
Someone call an ambulance! Hey, how's he doing? Doctors don't know. They said he's in some sort of a panic mood. Like he's having a severe nightmare.
Okay, I was right, nightmare. Alright.
But the doctors say that if they can't get his heart rate down, then he could have a heart attack.
That sucks.
Jason had a meeting at Luther Corp this morning.
Of course he
Why
did.
didn't Lana say something?
Maybe she didn't know.
It seems dead.
Yeah, thought should be full by now.
Clark,
Hey Lex, what's up?
get in here.
Yeah,
The gate was open.
right.
I need someone to escort a guest out. I thought you had a meeting with Jason this morning. He was meeting with the head of my HR department. I felt guilty for getting Jason fired from the school. Jason's lying unconscious at the hospital. Some sort of neurological stress. Your HR guy might have been the last person to talk to him. Look, I'll track him down, but Clark, there could be a lot of reasons for Jason's condition. There'd also be a lot of reasons why this place is deserted halfway through Saturday's shift.
He looks stressed. So I'm guessing there is something in that factory that's making him see their worst nightmare? Is that what we're getting at?
I've been waiting for you, Chloe.
That's not scary.
Can't escape this, Chloe. None of the women in our family ever have.
What the hell? Oh, God. Oh, nice. Oh, she's all sweaty and everything, too.
How the hell does a lab explode? Mr. Luther, we're doing everything we can. After the alarm sounded, we sealed the room. All affected
Damn, everybody.
personnel, the damaged pipes. You mean the bacteria is still leaking out? Only in that room.
Lex, what did you do?
It is under control. I want the project dismantled. Where are we with the antidote? This will clarify when it reaches 1,000 degrees Kelvin, and then we can test it. What's the ETA? Another 5 hours.
5 more hours before we can even test it? Shit.
8 other people have just come down with the condition that Jason.
8?
Whatever this is seems to strike completely at random. There's no way to tell who's going to be next.
Damn.
Any idea at all what's going on?
Just that a person's body can only sustain a level of panic for so long before their heart gives out.
Yeah, ever since you proclaimed this sudden conversion to our resident St. Paul.
I know her. She's in Supernatural. She's Joe's mom. Helen. Yeah, Helen. There we go. Pretty sure. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Helen. I recognize the voice, and she looks a little bit younger, but man, we got all the Supernatural vets in this show, don't we? Well, I mean, this is before Supernatural, but still, you get it.
There hasn't been a single attack on your life.
What is the
Or
value
Ellen?
of my
Not
simple
Helen?
life?
Is it Ellen?
Unless
I think
use
it's
it
Ellen.
as an example to
Yeah.
The appellate court overturned your conviction.
My appeal doesn't come up for months. It's not possible. This is where I belong.
You wanted to stay in prison?
That's what it sounds like.
Yes, I do. I've found.
Why would you want to stay there?
Somebody did you a favor by getting you out of this place. I'd say be grateful.
But who? Who could do that?
Obviously someone more powerful than you.
It's not a lot of people.
As soon as this paperwork is finished, you're a free man.
Look at that.
The dead cloud came out of nowhere.
And then it's completely gone 5 minutes later.
Covered 2 miles before it dissipated.
What is her worst nightmare? Mom? Aww. That's not creepy at all.
They're all going to leave you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
What the hell?
I'm responsible for this plan and everyone who works here. I'm going with you.
Good on you, Lex. I mean, good on you for putting yourself in a situation and taking responsibility for this. Oh, God. Ah. Damn it. Now Les is exposed.
You have no idea what we're dealing with.
He might.
It's a synthetic toxin.
There you go.
You're just telling me this now? There's an antidote that my project managers are modifying as we speak. How close is it? The first trial was unsuccessful, but I assure you we'll have the situation under control. It's too late for that.
Yeah, there's no control over this. Look at what you did, Lex.
Did you know about this when I talked to you earlier today?
Yeah, a little bit.
Other than Jason, I had no idea anyone outside of Luther Corp was exposed. You have to believe me.
He doesn't believe it. Word you're saying right now, man. Oh! Oh! What the? Oh, is this Clark's worst nightmare? What the?
It all makes sense. The meteor shower. You came the same day.
The meteor shower is the reason I'm here. I'm from a planet called Krypton. God, I wanted to tell you. I didn't think you'd accept me.
Yeah, this is his worst nightmare.
You killed my parents.
Well, I mean, that's why he's not gonna tell her.
I need to find my parents. Where are they?
Jonathan?
Hello?
No.
I don't understand. I left her in the hospital. What happened? My parents are in there now. Lana, Clois, Jason, they're all gonna die. You go do something. What do you suggest I do? We have a new antidote that we can test in a few hours.
That's one way to do it. What are they gonna think happened? You literally just said it's gonna take a few hours, and it just automatically happened? Oh, you do it himself? Because his is being corrupted by power? Is that? And destroying the world? I'm guessing that's what it is. Oh, this is from Hourglass.
God, it worked. We get the antidote to the hospital.
At least it worked. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
I should have known.
Oh, we're not gonna see who it. No! Who got him out?
Lately, I've been thinking I've gotten closer to being able to tell someone the truth about me. Now I'm convinced more than ever that I can't tell anyone. Especially
Damn.
Lana.
That's your nightmare, not what's gonna happen.
To you to be able to share your secret with her. And there is a chance Lana would understand.
I think she would. Like, I don't think she'd do
There is.
what she did in the nightmare.
Clark, look, I'm not sure that it's Lana, but I am sure that someday there'll be someone you can tell.
Yep, you know who that is.
Is this because of your mom? Been different ever since I met her.
Oh, I've been different ever since I came to Smallville. And I don't want to wait around for you to resent me as much as I resent myself, so
It's not why you're leaving.
be careful.
Aw, I feel bad.
I found my mom, Clark.
What?
And it turns out she's in a mental institution.
What?
Here's it's
Aww.
hereditary.
If there's one thing that I've learned, it's that you're not destined to follow in your parents' footsteps, all right?
What is Clark Kent's worst nightmare?
Everyone that I knew was gone.
Yeah.
I was completely alone.
In these last few months, I really got a taste of what it was like to keep my mom's secret, and I've never felt more alone.
Aw.
But after fessing up, it's amazing how quickly that feeling of loneliness disappears. I mean, if you can't tell your best friend, who can you tell?
She's got to find out soon. She's got to. All these things about secrets and stuff, she's got to find out soon. All right, well, that was Scare. Let's go ahead and we'll talk about it. Well, that was the 10th episode of the 4th season of Smallville, Scare. I thought it was a very solid episode. I thought you saw the intensity was there, the stakes were there, and I think you knew everybody was going to be okay. But that didn't stop from the intensity of the whole thing coming through the entire episode. I thought it was a really creative way to get insight into the characters and get insight into the psyche of everybody. Of course, you had Jason's biggest fear was that Lana was going to find out that he was actually like, I think the implication is that it was all set up for him to meet Lana, which is really creepy. But more than that, that she would realize that he was lying to her and she would go running off to Clark and admit that, she's always been in love with Clark, which tracks with his whole insecurity with what he knew about Clark and Lana when they first met and everything. So that tracks. Of course, we didn't know that Chloe found her mom, which was like an interesting revelation that now her mom is actually in a mental institution. And her biggest fear is that she's going to follow in her mom's footsteps and become a mentally ill person. And I was like, oh, we did not know this. This is interesting. So that was cool. We'll talk about the Clark and Chloe scene in a second. And then Lana's biggest fear was everybody leaving her and everybody dying on her and basically ending up alone, which tracks again. Her parents are dying. Her dad is gone. Well, her real dad, who we met in season 2, he's gone. Aunt Nell's gone. Everybody's gone. And she feels like everybody leaves her, and I don't blame her for feeling that way because it's true. Like Whitney, everybody. So that tracks as well. Clark's biggest fear is, I guess, a second meteor shower. It's either a second meteor shower or just telling Lana the truth and her finding out and her rejecting him and blaming him for her parents' death and getting revenge on him for that. So that's what he's always been afraid of, why he's never wanted to tell Lana, because he is so afraid that she's going to reject him. And I mean, I don't think she would actually reject him. I really don't. I don't think she would turn on him. I think he can tell her, but he apparently doesn't feel that way. And then Lex's biggest fear, I guess, is he has all this power, but with power he's going to get corrupted into basically destroying the planet. I guess is the more power you have, the more corrupt you get, and he's afraid that his darkness and the darkness that he has in him is going to destroy the world if he gets that much power. It's kind of what I'm getting at with that one. So it was definitely cool, definitely interesting insights into all the characters. I like what they did with that. I thought that was really cool. I like Lex's character in this is that he was taking responsibility. He was taking charge. He was like, hey, these are my employees. I'm responsible for this. This whole thing that's going on in this town is my fault. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do what I have to do to save my employees, to be around them, to take responsibility. He even took the antidote before it had even been tested. So I loved that aspect of Lex in this, is that you can see that he isn't merely just pushing stuff under the rug. He was in charge and he took responsibility and he was there for everybody and are just trying to clean up his mess. Yes, he created the mess, but I'm glad that he wasn't trying to sweep it under the rug or anything, and he was trying to fix it in a very fast as humanly possible. So, and of course, I don't really like what they did with Jason's character. I think he was the only one, at the end, him leaving. I honestly I think his insecurities and his biggest fear of her going back to Clark and finding out the truth about him is why he left. I don't think it had anything to do with him having to beg Lex for a job or anything like that, or the person he's becoming. Honestly, I think it had everything to do with the nightmare. It just sucks that she's sitting here crying over him in the hospital bed. And what does he do? He just gets up and leaves her. Like, I feel bad for her there, because she's like, you're sitting here in the hospital, you just get back from the hospital, I'm coming back with food, and then he just drops this bomb where it's just like, wait, what? Like, randomly out of the blue. I did not see that coming, as neither did she, so I felt bad for her there. I don't really like what they did with that, but considering he is in the main credits and it's only episode 10, I'm guessing he still kind of stays for this season, and like somehow he comes back to her. Yeah, and then of course at the very end it is revealed that Chloe found out where her mom is, and she's in a mental institution. So like her just talking to Clark, I loved that scene between them. I love their friendship. It is so good. Like just going up and just like when they went to Luthor Corp and just seeing them work together to figure out the truth about everything that was going on, like right before she got infected, like that was cool. But just seeing that, but then also seeing that ending scene where she's like, I've never felt more alone. You know, I know you have secrets. I'm not gonna do what Lana does and demand you tell me your secret. It's, hey, you can tell me. I'm not gonna force you to tell me, but you know, for just a couple months, I realized what it's like to keep a secret from everybody, and it sucks and it's lonely, and I want someone to know, and I just feel so much better now that you know, and so I know you have secrets and you probably feel alone too. So if you want to tell me whenever you're ready, you can tell me. And so I feel like obviously they're setting up that he is definitely not telling Lana anytime soon, but I think they're putting down the breadcrumbs and making it so Chloe is going to find out pretty soon. Because I feel like they're putting together these scenes and things. Like there was an episode or so ago when he was like, yeah, everybody has weaknesses, Clark, except for you. So she's like, I think she's starting to piece it together. So I feel like she's going to be the next one to kind of come into the fold of the Clark, people who know Clark's Secret Club. I'm trying to think of a word for that club. They seem to definitely be planting the seeds for that. So I thought this was an intense episode. I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was a great way to kind of get to know characters even more, which was awesome. Yeah, rock solid. I'm going to say it was all just rock solid. So it wasn't a fantastical episode, but it's a solid 8. It's a solid 8. The intensity was there, the insight was cool, and everything else. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8. And of course we have +5 for hospital visits on the tally board, because you had Chloe, Lana, Jason, and you also had Jonathan and Martha. Even though you didn't see them in the hospital, you know, they mentioned that they were there. So we are now at 56 visits to the hospital. That is absolutely mind-blowing. 56, and we're only 10 episodes into the 4th season. Like, that's like 70 something episodes. What? That's absolutely insane. And then we also have a +1 for reverse Sudo Suit, which is the red shirt and blue jacket that Clark wore in this episode. So now we are at 18 for that. So if you want to see my full reaction to this episode or any of the past episodes, you can check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description below, or you can hang out right here. Just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next episode.